Hello， 大家好，这一周我们继续开始讲 Stage 2的 Week 3，桃园三结义 Part 2 Oath of the Peach Garden Part 2 第二部分。Now, let's go down to vocabulary first because this week we have altogether 8个 8 new words. Some of them we have seen them before, some of them are quite new. So let's have a look at what they are. 看一看是什么新的词。第一个是张飞 so that's a person's name. 张飞 this character's last name is Zhang, first name is Fei, Zhang Fei, and he looks really strong in the picture. Second one is 男人 so 张飞是一个男人 a man, 男人。第三个为什么 why 为什么 so why you would ask that question when you feel confused. Number 4 is 叹气 sigh 叹气 叹 is sigh, 气 is air or gas, so you blow the air out 叹气 sigh. Next one is 名字 we know that word very very well now because I have been practicing it since kindergarten. 名字 your name, what is your name? 你的名字是什么？ And next one 每天 every day 每天 every single day 每天 And next one 卖 sell 卖 The funny thing is to say buy we would say 买 so it's going the third time down and up 买 but to sell it we say it very strongly, very firmly 买 And next one 猪肉 pork 猪肉 That's actually a very handy word because you would use it to buy grocery in China. So if you ever go to China or Taiwan, you can see 猪肉 and you know that's pork. 猪肉 That's all the words we need to learn, and let's have a look at the activities. The first one is the video we used last week. So if you watch this video, last time we only watched half of it. So today we are going to finish it. Yeah, so finish this video. And then I'll have a look at the story about the next character. So the next character of 桃园三结义 is 张飞. And let's see what happened with him. So here. 他一边摇头 So last time Liu Bei was standing in front of the notice from the government and he was thinking about whether he should join the recruit. So yeah, he got someone tapped on his shoulder and he sighed and shook his head. Right? 他一边摇头一边叹气。突然 suddenly 他听到背后有人说 He heard someone saying from his back 大男人为什么叹气 You're a big man, why do you sigh? 为什么叹气刘备 So that's the character from last week. 刘备看见一个高高的男人他说你叫什么名字 So 刘备 saw this very tall man 高高的 We learned it in stage 1 before 高高的 very tall高高的男人 and he said What is your name? 你叫什么名字那个高高的男人说 So you can see the picture 那个高高的男人说我是张飞我每天在街上卖猪肉 So the tall man said My name is 张飞我是张飞 I am 张飞 I sell pork on the street every day你叫什么名字 What is your name? Okay, so it looks like they start chatting there. Let's see what's going on. 刘备说我是刘备我每天在街上卖草鞋 So we know this one from last chapter. And so 刘备 is the guy who sells the straw shoes. 然后他们就开始聊天了 They started chatting. 就发现他们两个都想要当英雄 and found out that they both dream to be heroes. 都想要 So both wanted, both dreamed to be 英雄 hero. Okay, so it looks like they have the same goal. And there's still a person in this picture that had the oath with them, but he hadn't showed up yet. So this must be the next week. Now, for the first part of the activity, this is a passage for you to read. That's from the reading above, and let's see what it is about. 刘备说你叫什么名字 He asked, Liu Bei asked, what is your name? 张飞说 Zhang Fei said, 我是张飞 I am 张飞我每天在街上卖猪肉 I sell pork every day on the street. 你叫什么名字 What is your name? 刘备说我是刘备我每天在街上卖草鞋 I am Liu Bei. I sell straw shoes on the street every day. Now, this is the format we are going to use for our next one. So the next one is to create our own scenario by filling out the blank space in Chinese or in English. You can use pinyin too if you don't know how to write it, but you know the pinyin for it. So have a look at the sentence above. That is the sentence structure. So the first sentence is 刘备说你叫什么名字 So this one said杰克说 Jack says 你叫什么I wonder what it is. Alright, so just use the last page as a guide and then see if you can find out the matching content for your own scenario. Now remember, for your own scenario, you are not copying every single word from the last page. So for example, the second one is a different person. 保罗 Paul. 保罗说我是 must be his name. 我每天在街上卖 So I sell what on the street every day. 你叫什么名字 So Jack replied. 杰克说我是我每天在街上卖So what does he sell on the street every day? So the funny thing is, the three characters in the Oath of the Peach Garden, they have just commoners. So they do normal business on the street every day for living. And so far we have Liu Bei selling the straw shoes for living. We have Zhang Fei selling pork, so he's a butcher. That's why in the picture you can see he's very tall, muscly and strong. He has this beard around his chin and mustache as well. He's a very hairy man. So he's a very strong man, different from Liu Bei, as you can tell from the picture. And that's why in every movie, games or TV shows, Zhang Fei is always the muscly guy with very heavy weapon. So Liu Bei is more like the mind of the team, and he's also the leader. And I wonder what's the role for the last person in this story. Now, activity 2, have fun with numbers. So it's actually a math question with our story. Now, Zhang Fei used to sell pork meat on the street before he became a general, 将军. So he became a very famous general, a warrior later on. But before that, he sold pork for living. Zhang Fei sold 11 kilo. So kilo in Chinese is 公斤. So 11公斤 of pork meat in a day. How much could he sell in a week? So 11 kilo, 11公斤, that's how much he sell in one day. Now what about 7 days this week? Can you do the math calculation here? And write down a sentence. Zhang Fei sells how much of pork meat in 1 week? Or you can say in Chinese, 张飞一周卖了how much 公斤 of 公斤的猪肉. Next one is an art activity. So we begin with a video of how to make this warrior hat for Zhang Fei. So that's a YouTube video you can see. That's a general instruction of how to do it. The next one is a step-by-step instruction with pictures. So some of you would prefer to see the pictures rather than the video that normally go through each step very quickly. So if you want it to be slowed down a bit more, so just check out the link here, second one, that's a step-by-step instruction. Then once you made it, take a picture, send it to your team with your work. Compare your hat with Sam's hat in this book here. Could you spot 3 differences from the look? From the look. So the shape, the decorations, the print, what's the difference? Then draw a hat for a different occupation, such as a chef. So we have a firefighter here. Fireman Sam's favorite tales. So we have a firefighter here. We have a warrior from the art activity. Now, can you think of a different occupation? 不同的职业. For that, you can draw the picture in the blank space underneath the picture here. So draw a picture, write down what it is, what occupation it is. It's an astronaut, it's a detective, a 侦探. So what is it? Activity 3, that's the same as our character profile in week 2. So we are going to use the character profile this time for Zhang Fei. Now last time we did a sketch of Liu Bei. This time we're going to do a sketch of Zhang Fei. So like we saw in the picture before, he's a very strong man.
Very strong man, so maybe draw a face. But he has a lot of beard. He looks like a sentinel. Yes, he has a lot of beard around his chin as well. He has some hairband to tie his hair up. And a hat above his hair, and then ears. You can even draw his costume. He's a very muscly man, so you can see I have very big arms. And so think about his clothes, what he would wear.
Then again, name is Zhang Fei. His age didn't say in the story. So what do you think about his age from the picture? So have a look at the picture again. How old do you think he is? And again, because he's talking to Liu Bei, so they are very similar. Now, the next one we changed it a little bit because this time it didn't mention anything about his family background, 家庭背景. So we added career, 职业. So what does he do for a living? That's very straightforward. If you want to be more accurate, you can even say what is his career before, so what he does before, and then after he joined what does he do afterwards. We mentioned this one when we do the art activity. I wonder if you can remember that. So 职业. Then 性格, 性格 for Zhang Fei, we said before from the picture, and his job, you can tell he's a very different person from Liu Bei. So Liu Bei is a very calm, gentle, even weak guy, but Zhang Fei is very different. So yeah, think about the way he says things to Liu Bei, the way he acts around him, or his job. And write down 3 words, 3 adjectives, 3个形容词 to describe him. The last one is a thinking activity comprehension question. So his reasons to join the war. 他想要打仗的理由. So why does he want to join the war? It's also in the reading. So go back to the reading and then have a look of the part that might tells you the reason for him to join the war. As you can tell, Liu Bei, him, they're all making money for their living already. But why do they want to join the war? Why do they want to fight? Yep, so that's all the activity for this week. And next week we will introduce a different character, and hopefully we can finish the story of Oath of the Peach Garden. So yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye.